Hi everybody, once again you are welcome to my YouTube tutorial, and in today's video we'll be talking about delicious pizza analysis. So this is what the customers, I will call it a client, actually want to see. Sometimes as an analyst you'll be given a data and the owner of the business might not actually know what the data, what the data is used for. We just tell you, oh, I have so amount of manager working in that branch. This is the state that we normally set from. So I would like to see the sales amount generated. I would like to see pizza by sales amount, all those ones. So these are some of the things we are going to be picking out, and everything we are doing here, or everything I did here, has an instruction to follow. These are the instruction that they stated. We want to see the price. They would like to see the sales amount. They would like to see the target, because they have a target they have to cover weekly, monthly, and they want to see sales amount by state. They would like to see sales trend by day, and they would like to see sales amount by manager. They want to see how much each manager make. So these are the things they would like to see, and they would like to see sales amount by target day, because each day they have a target. We have to sell so amount, we have to sell so amount. So this is a pizza type by sales amount. So, and the report 2, we have the second report, and in the second report, total order by day and the order by month. They want to see the trend, how it moves. They would also like to see the total price. This is second data. And they also like to see the unit price, and they also like to see the quantity, and also they would like to see the amount of order that's where the amount of pizza that we ordered. They want to see pizza category by price, also pizza size by size. They also want to see pizza sold by category. These are the things we are going to be analyzing, and we are going to be taking them step by step. Don't worry, the data set for this will be provided. So, and we are going to make this same thing like what we did. So the first thing I'm going to do is, because I still want to make use of the same background, so I'm going to make sure I checked out from here. Then I will go to the format pane. I'm going to the background. So I want to see the color of the background that I use. So I'm going to click on this. So I'm going to click this. So I want to see the exact. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to copy this. This is 3333. You can just write it down. I think this is 3 in 6 places. That is the color. Then we'll see that the transparency is 26. So I have my own new that I open. So I will go to the background. I'm going to the canvas, then I'm going to the color, then I'm going to more, then I'm going to remove the FF. I'm going to paste the 33, and I'm going to check out of it, then make it 26%. Let's make it 26%. Already we have 26% in the other one. Let me see. So with this is 28%. Let me decrease it. So we have 26%. So this is the first thing we're going to do. And I've already named it pizza analysis report. So I'm going to make this report 1. Instead of page 1, I'm going to make it report 1. So that is the first thing we do. Let me see. Okay, I have this report 1. So I close it. Then we come back to our hold one. So this is our hold one that we have, and this is what we'll be start doing. So I'm going to close this back. This is a beginner friendly dashboard that you will learn a lot from it. As I've said, we have an instruction to follow. So I'm going to be telling you one step after the other. They would like to see this, so you can just probably on your own I'll write it down, and if you want me to bring it out, probably to include with the data set so that you follow it, in another time, probably when you have a data to analyze and you have to follow instruction given to you, so you will know that this is how to go by the instruction. So we go back to our own this. So this is the, then I'm going to upload the data. So I'm going to close this. So I will go to get. I'm going to click here. Then I'm going to Excel. I hope it's in Excel format. So I'm going to my download. Then I will go to section 2. I think I should have it in section 2. I'm going to have pizza analysis. Then I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to have a sales data. I'm going to upload it. And we wait for it to open. That is the first step we're going to do. We have several data to upload. So we are going to be making them one after the other. And we're going to be doing little relationship alongside with it. So we have the first one. Let's see what is actually going to be. So this is the sales data. So we click on this sales. We allow it to open. Then we have the first sales. This is the time, everything. So we click transform. So we wait for the Power Query editor to open. Then the next thing we are going to do, we are going to upload all that data. So let's wait for the Power Query editor. Please, if you find this video useful, please subscribe, please like, please comment. This encourages so many of us that we are doing something like this. It encourages us to do more. When you like, when you comment, when you subscribe, this encourages us to do more of this. So the next thing we're going to do, we go to new socks. Then we are going to our Excel again, because our data is in Excel format. So you can see already it opens. So the next thing we are going to do, we can probably pick it the way it is. We pick our sales targets. Then in this, we don't have the option of clicking transform already, because the first one I've already led the way. So we've made Power BI to know that we want to transform this data. So every other one will follow suit. So we only have going to have OK there. So we have display option. Once it's yeah, so we have our sales targets. So this is our sales target. Then we make it OK. Then Power Query also open. Then we have the sales target there. The second delta. Then we go to new socks again. Then we have the third one. And then we are going to pick our branch data. Then we pick that. Then we also wait for it to open. Everything is going to be open in Power Query editor, because already we've opened the first one here. So we have our branch. So here we have our branch, and we have the manager. Then we have, this is the country. So we are going to click OK. So we have the third one opened already. Then we go to the new source again. Then we go to Excel, which is where we have our data. Then we have the last one. I think we have, so we have this daily sales target. And then we are going to, then before we now go to the last source, which is going to be for the part 2 of the report. So we wait for this to open. Then we have, this is the daily target. Then we have date, daily target, we have everything. So we click OK. Then we wait for the last one. Then we go back again, go to Excel, and this time around we are going to, let's see where it will open for us before we now do some little transform here before we closed and apply. We're still waiting for it to open. So let's wait for some minutes. Let's wait for some minutes. Finally opened. So we go back to download. Then we have our this. Then we open this. So which is going to be the last data we are going to use. So that is going to be for the second report that I've shown to you here. Remember, we have it here. We have, this is the first report, then we have the second report. So the last data that we uploaded is going to be for this second report. Let's see. So this is going to be the second report. So we come back to this. Then we go back to our query. So we have our user cells. So we click OK. So we have the four data perfectly aligned. And the next thing we do is we start to analyze it one after the other. We start to transform. So let's go to the cells. And let's see if everything about the cells is okay. So we have everything about the cells is okay. So we have our dates and we have our date in data time format. So we have our time range. So we have our branch, then we have the normal date. So this is the time and date. So we have our serial number. Then let's go to target, sales target. Everything's also fine. We have pizza, we have BBQ chicken, we have BBQ fillet steak, we have beef soya. These are something we have. Then we go back to our branch. And in the branch, you can see we have the first column as not normally what we should have. So what we are going to do is we come back here and we are going to use the first column as header. So we are going to use, this is the first column. So we are going to use it as header. So let's click on this. So we have this as column. Then we are going to change this to country. So this is going to be country. We click enter. Then the one is going to be branch manager. So we're going to make it a branch manager since we have a branch here. So this is going to be branch manager. So we have a branch manager. We click OK. Then we have the branch that is okay. Then we go to the target. And we have our daily target that's okay. Then we have our, this is the, so we have this. So let's leave and let's go to, I think we have a sales target and we have a sales target by, then we have this, then we have daily target. I'm thinking of going to scroll down from here. So let's go to back to our, this is our day. So we go to our data and we open this. We have our daily targets. We have our day. So we have our day in the daily target. So that is actually good. So we go back to, let's close this because we are not using it. So we go back to our old one. Then we come back to here. Then we come to here. So I do want us to be coming forth and go in this aspect. So we are going to make everything we need just here before we continue to go. So the first thing we are going to do in this aspect is we go to the date. And this is the date. We click on this date. We go to add column. Then we come to this. First of all, we are going to and we are going to make it name of day. First of all, we need the name of day. So let's click this. We have the name of day to be available there. Then we go back here again. Then we are going to have name of month. Let's go to month. Then we have name of month. Also, we go there. Make sure you go to add column. If you don't go to add column, if you are doing it from home, you are changing it to another thing, so it will work properly. So we have month, name. So we go back and then we need the month number. So we have this. So let's go to the month. Then this is going to give us the month number. So we click this. So we have the month number already down. Then we come back to the side. Now we are going to replace this name with medium and with this. Now, in order for you to, there are two ways of doing this. Now, if you right click, you come down to replace value, which is fine. But let me teach you another way of doing it. We are going to click. Now we want to change the M. So we are going to you are going to click on the M, then you are going to right click. So it gives you replace value. And already the M will already be open. Let's see what is going to happen. Just wait a bit. You can see we have our M already there. So let me cancel this and let me remove insert month. Okay, now that's so. And let me come back here and let me put let me come to replace value. So for you to see the differences there, you can see now you have to be inputting the one you want. Probably you want to replace L with large, so you are going to be putting it. So in the easier way, just click on that number that you want. So this is M. Click on it and right click. Already it will give you the M that you need. Then just make it medium. You just have to put it medium. That's all. So we click OK. Then you go back again to the L. So you click on the L, then you right click, don't forget. Then you click replace value. Then it's going to give you the L. Then we are going to put it as large. So we have this. Then you click OK. So you see, then we have the else. Just click and go to replace value. Then we have small. And that's all. Then you are good to go. Then we click OK. So these are just what we need to do here, and we have everything perfectly done. So if there's anything we need to do, we come back here. But for now, we have nothing to do. So we go back to our home tab. We closed and apply. And then we hope for our data to load. Then after that, we begin to analyze our data. Data fully load. Right. So the next thing we are going to be doing, first of all, we are going to be picking them one after the other. We are going to pick what we call, this is multi-row card. We have a single card, and we have the new card, and we have multi-row card. What does multi-row card do? Multi-row card. And before we come to this, please let's go to our relationship, because we have a data that we have to connect our relationship with. So we go to our relationship and we see. Let's close this. So let's bring our cells. Already we have this branch and this. Let's see what relationship do they have. Branch and branch. That's good. They have what we call one to many. So we have our target and we have our sales target. So we're going to pick our day here and we're going to pick it into this. And we will wait for it. So we are having, this is day and date. So we have a one to many single. Good. We might come back to change it one to many double, but let's have it as one to many single first of all, and let's leave it that way. That is perfectly done on that. So we wait for it before we cancel it. Working on it. So we have one to many, one here, filter many here, one here, filter many here as well. waiting, we are waiting, working on it. I don't know why it's taking a longer time doing this. So let's wait a bit. So perfectly done. So that is good. For this, let's still wait for it. For this, we are going to analyze this differently. So we are not going to connect this. This is going to be for the second report. So we don't really have much that we are going to do on this aspect. So we bring this down here, and for this we are going to have this separately. So we have our sales targets, then we have our targets here. So we might not use this, but we're going to make this for the last for the second one. So we come back to our table, to our Monday, and let's read. I have to stop it because it was taking time to load, so I don't know what actually go wrong. So I have to stop it, and let's try to. I just want to teach you guys something here, which we might need in. You might need it in your analysis. So if it's not really working or taking much time to do, I just have to cancel it, then go to the visualization. So we start doing our work immediately. So we have column opened. Then the next thing is we are just waiting for it to open there, and then we begin to do what we just have to do. We just have to create just the month and the day. So that is just the only thing we just have to do. Then we go back to our analysis. Then we begin to analyze our data. Since already we've done the relationship, so I think the next thing is for us to start visualizing our data, so which we don't really have a problem in doing. So we are still waiting for this, for goodness sake. And if this is not responding, I have to cancel it, and let's see. Okay, it finally responds. So what should we do here? We are just going to make it other day. That's the only thing we're going to do. We are going to make it other day equal to, we're going to make it upper. Make it upper, make it left. Make it upper and left. So we need the text, then we need the number of character. I've told you, anytime you are creating a column or a dash formula, what happened? So we have what are the error. So we come back here. I didn't click enter. So let's just wait again. So so what we are going to do, we have a test, and the test is going to be our day name. So we have our day, and let's go to pizza day name. We have that already. Then it's asking us what next. So no next day, not next day, please. Pizza left. We have our day name, exactly. We have our pizza day name. Then the next thing is number. We have 3. So you can see that is what is putting the number of character that we want to extract. You know, we are taking left. We are taking 1, 2, 3 from the left, and we are having 3 number to do that. So we need 3 of it. So we copy this. That is what I want to teach you guys. Then we click enter because I'm going to reuse it. And let's see if we are going to have a correct one here. It might take some time loading again. Finally, so you can see we have fry. So we are going to create a new one again. Let's go to column, and we're just going to make it month name. So that is what we are going to do, and we're done with that. So we can easily go back to our analysis. We need this for the second report, but I just want us to make everything is ready now. So we make month. I'm going to make it month name. Make it month name. So you got upper left pizza. Then I'm going to name this month name. This is going to be a month name here. Then number of character is also 3. So we'll click enter. Then we're going to have Jan, Feb. You can see we have Jan, Feb. So that is what we actually need to do if you want a 3 character. And if you want a 4 character, you make it 4. And if you don't need it, you can just leave it that way. So we go back to our model view. Then we just wait. Then this is the first time we are going to save our work. So let's save so that we won't lose anything. As I've said initially, so we are going to pick what we call multi-row card. And we are going to bring it down here. And we're going to have our multi-row card here. And I'm going to just straighten it. So I may be using multi-row card often and often because I see it more efficient and doesn't take more space and is effective. So we're going to just have it here. Then we go to our cells. Then we are going to pick our, this is cells. We have time, quality, branch. Then let's move up with our sales data. Our daily target is our sales target. I think something is missing here. So we have the price, we have the branch, we should have the amount in the sales. And let's go to relationship. I hope nothing is. So we have quantity, we have price. Okay, we have the price here. Then we have, let me check the old data and let's see what we have there, our sales. I was thinking we have sales amount, we have branch, we have dates, we have order ID, we have sales amount, we have serial number, we have date, we have pizza type, we have price, serial number. Let's collapse all and let's expand. So we have sales amount. So where is our sales amount? This is the pizza. This is the branch. I hope I didn't upload a wrong date. We have our sales. We have branch. This is branch. We have dates. We have price. We have sales amount. We have everything. We have time range. Let's go back to our whole transform data and let's see what actually goes wrong. Let's see what shadow goes wrong. I think we have this already there. Otherwise, that means I'm going to upload a new data for us to see. So we have our sales, and we have price, we have branch, we have serial number, change type, promoted order, price, time range, branch. I'm not sure. We have branch, we have dates, we have quantity, we have. So let's go back to, and let's see if time range we surely have. Let me go to section 2 and let's go to user sales. This is our sales data. Let me open this again and let me upload this and let me see. Let's connect. Let's see what goes wrong here. Let's see what goes wrong. Let's see what goes wrong. Let's see what goes wrong. This is the source. Time range price. BBQ. What happened to the amount? Oh, I understand what's happened. Pardon. Wish we ought to have done. We didn't do it. So let's go back to, let's come back here. Let's go back to transform. That's something I ought to have to show you guys. We are going to have our amount by calculating this and this together. to give us the price, to give us what we actually need. So let's go to, we have this. Let's go to add column. Let's go to custom column. So let's go to custom column. And we have this. So this is going to be sales amount. It's going to be sales amount. So we are going to have quantity times price. So we are going to have quantity insert. Now we have quantity 2 times. So quantity times multiplied by price. So we get our sales amount. Quantity times price. So give us the sales amount. I think that should be what we should have. So let me go back to actually confirm this so that I will not be making the wrong calculation. I think that is what I did to get it. So I'm going back and see. Let's go to sales. And let's go to the sales amount. We're having 8040. Then I will go back to file. Then go back home. Let me just go to the home tab. I want to see. Permit me, so I'm not bringing out this for you to see in another something. So I just want to be sure of what is actually happening. So we'll see it here now. So it's actually open here. So we go to the transform. Now we're just waiting for the data to load for me to be sure of what I did. So we come to, this is the source, expand, merge, no before merge, add column. Yeah, good. So we go to add column. This might want to take some little time. Let me come back to this and go back to this as well. Something is getting wrong, no problem. So go to add column. So because I'm holding things down, so I think from the add column, that is exactly sales amount, each quantity. You can see quantity times price. So that is what we actually got in. So I'm right. So we can go back, close and apply now. So I'm actually right. So that is exactly what I did. So we'll come back here. Then we change it to just number. Okay, let's change it to this. So that is how to get the sales amount, quantity times price. And I'm going to, so we have this already. Then this also we can change it to, because the country is United States, so we have to use their currency. So we are done with that. So we go back to home tab, close and apply, and everything finished. So we just wait for it to load, then we pick our amount. So we go back here as well. This is the table. Then we go to here. So I'm just waiting for this to open. So everything is perfectly done now. So we are going to pick. So we have our sales amount. So we pick our sales amount. Then it's giving us pounds. Don't worry, we change it. Then we have the price. Then we go back up. We have our target. This is, then we have our target here. So this is the price. And then we're going to have our quantity. Let's wait for it. Then the next thing is we're going to have our quantity. So we'll come back to our sales. Then we have our quantity. So we have this. Then we'll go back to, let's close this. We have nothing to do here. We open this. We go to format. Then we go to background. We switch the background off. Then for the, we hunt this. We put on this and we are going to use white. Then we go back to shadow. I think we put here shadow. So that is what we do. We did. So we just, let me click out and see. Okay, exactly. Then we'll go back to change everything to white now. So we have our colored label, and which is going to be white. Then we have it. Then we go to value, which we are going to make a different color this time around. We're going to make it this. It's not really doing well, so we'll make it white back. So that is the purpose of us using multi-row card. So we have everything in one place. Then the next thing is we come back here and we have a sales amount. So we just, or you make it a total sales. We can just change this to total sales. So we have total sales. So that is, then or you make it sales amount. Then we have this as price. So we don't want to make a sum of price. So we have this as price. So you click enter. Then the next thing is we come back to our target. So we just name this, instead of sum of target, we name it target. Then we come back to quantity. Then we just have this as quantity. So we have, I think our quantity should be count. Sum of quantity 1,000 or 15,500. Let's leave it that way. So then the next thing we have to do, we have to have it this way. And there's something I did. So let's come down. Let's come to card. For the card, we can make it top. Let's see. Bottom. For the top, we are having a line. You understand? Left. There's also be a line at the left. So we are removing the left. Or otherwise, if we are putting line left and right, so we are having the middies. So, which I believe doesn't really work. So let's remove right. Let's remove left. So, and let's just padding 20. Let's see. Let's leave the padding as 20, the way it is, the way it was. So we go back to our table and we go to our sales and we're going to change the currency from, we're going to make it USD because this is the country. So let's wait, make it a USD. So we have that. So we go back to this and we make it a USD as well because that is the country. And we are going to make the quantity count. So we are not going to sum because we are somewhere having 5, 5, 5, 5. So that will be too much. So we are going to make the quantity is going to be a count. I will make it a distinct count. So we are just waiting for this and we go back to, so we go back to our view, then we come back to this our quantity, then we are going to make it a distinct count. So instead of having sum, we go to count distinct, then we have 5, and let's go to count, not now, then let's go to count, and let's see what we have in count. we have 5,000 because we can't have 5 quantity. It's not possible. So 5,000. Then we have this perfectly done here. And I'm thinking this doesn't really look fine. Let's go back to the card. Let's go down and let's go to style the card. So we have the card, so let's remove it. Let's remove it. So we have it perfectly done down. And this also, we don't need this side here. So let's try to, let me see, accent bar. Let's remove it. So we remove everything. And the last but not the least, let me see if there is a way to make it centered. There is no way to make it center for now, so let me leave it this way. So we have this as our target, our price, our quantity. This is total sales, this is the price, this is the target. So then we have this here. Then the next thing they want to see, so we're given that they want to see the total sales, which we've already done the calculation. Then they would like to see the price, which we've already done. Then they would like to see the target, because they have a target they would like to see as a KPIs, which already done. Then they would like to see how many pizza did they have, quantity. So they have 5,000 quantities of pizza. So we have done the first thing that they need. The second thing is they want to see the state where the customer comes from, where they really bought the goods. So we are going to pick, let's pick any of these. Probably, I think let's pick this. And let's make it here. So the second thing is states. They want to see the state where the customer actually comes from. So we go to, let's close all this for now. And let's close this. We are not using this for now. So we are still dealing with sales. So we are going to pick state. Let's see that state. This is country. This is branch. And target. So daily target. Let me see this. Probably this should have been the state. Do you know what? Let me just pick a table out. Let me pick a table. And let me put this. So we see which one do we have there? Arizona, California, Idaho. Exactly. So we are going to rename this to be state. As branch. So we are going to make it a state. Let's just rename it here. Rename, new mayor, delete, collapse, rename. So let's move back and let me see. So let me see if I can rename. Add this. So rename. So it is going to be state. For clarification, so we are making it a state. Or should we leave it as branch? So Arizona, let's leave it as branch. Let's leave it as branch. So branch, so we know that this is where it comes from. So we are having, let's come back to this. So the branch and versus the sales amount. So we are having the branch versus the sales amount. Let's come back to this. This. Let's come back to this. So we have this. Then we are going to pick the sales amount. Let's bring it down to our, this is bubble size, this is legend, this is location. Let me come back here. So we have sales amount to be bubble size. We have our location. We have our legend. So we're having our branch as legend. No. The branch should be in the location. So, and we should have the size, the state at the something, which is good. So we have this here. So we are not going to put anything. So we have a latitude, longitude. So we have this as this. So we can see this is where it comes from. Branch, Nevada. Sum of sales amount, we have 39,400. So the next thing we are going to do, I don't want us to use sum, I just want to use sales. Let's go to sales amount. So we remove sum, then click enter. So let's go back there, then we have sales amount. Good. So that is, we have that. Good. Then we remove that one. Then we go back again. What we are going to do, we are not done with it yet. We go to our background. We remove the background. We put the visual border and we are going to make it white. And then we close this. Then we are going to put the shadow to the border way. So we are going to turn this one to white. Then we go to the title. Then we make the title. This is the sales amount by branch. Good. Then we are going to center it. Then we are going to make it white. So we've already done the second one that they need. So they want to see sales amount by branch. So when they hover it, you can see we have branch Nevada. Sales amount is, so we have another branch California. That is this amount. Then we have another branch Oregon. Then we have 37,000. So we are done with the second one that they need. So once they say they want to see either state or country by probably purchase or, so we have to use we have to use what we call map. So that is where it comes from. So the next thing they would like to see is they want to see sales amount by manager. So they want to see how much does each manager have. And in order for us to get this, it's better for us to use a pie chart. Because now, let me try to show you something here. Let's come down. Let me pick this cluster column chart. And let me bring this down here. And let me pick the sales amount. This is the sales amount. And let me go to branch manager and let me put it there. So you can see we are having sales amount and branch manager. You can see, you can't really see exactly what they are made of. The percentage of code they sold, the amount. So we can only see the amount here. So in order for us to see, you can see 37,332. This is 35,000. You can only see the amount, but you can't see the percentage. So that's why it's better for us to use a pie chart. So we turn this to a pie chart. And you can see with a pie chart, we can exactly see, oh, this person have 19% of the sales, this person have 19% of the sales, this person have 20% of the sales. So we don't actually need the legend, so we are going to remove the legend. So the reason why we are removing the legend is because we are going to use what we call we are going to use all details. So that is why. So we are going to have this as sales amount by manager. So we have that one already. Then let's make it just centered. That's all. Then we turn it to white for us to see. Then we go back, probably for us to see what we're actually doing. Then what I'm going to do, let me put the border. Let me change it to white. And let me put this as well. And let's go to, let's put shadow. We have our shadow. And then I'm going to on the background. Later on, I will switch off the background. So for us to actually see what we are doing. So we move down to legend. I don't need the legend. Do you know why? Let's go to detail, label detail. Let's go to, you can see label detail. We're having data value percentage. We're having, this is the value and this is the percentage, but we want everything. And for us to see everything, what we can actually do is we use all detail. We use all detail label. So by using all detail label, you can see we have the name, which is the name is here also. We have this. So by using all detail label, we don't need the legend anymore. So we remove the legend. That is why I love to use all detail. A label will give you the name, we give you the amount, we give you the percentage. So, and this makes it more unique than using what we call probably putting a legend. So then we'll go back to the background. Then we'll see the background off. Then we go to the detail. Then we come to value. Then we make the value white. So you see, So we are done with that already. So that is the third thing they would like to see. They would like to see sales amount by branch manager. So already we've done that. So these are the instructions that we are following. So instead of me opening it, reading it out one after the other, I just have to. Then the third thing is they want to see set trend by day. So they want to see how does their sales move on a daily basis, which is a very good idea. A very good idea. They want to see how do they move day by. So the next thing we are going to pick is we are going to pick our line charts. And in picking our line charts, we are going to have what we call our dates, and we are going to have our sales amount. So we pick this line chart and we bring it down here. So we bring it down here and we have to make it the same length. Let me see if there is a way we can reduce this, but I want all the numbers to still be showing. So without anyone being cut off, I think we can, so that's good. So we have this to be here. So we bring this down here, Then what we are going to pick, we go to our sales. We have the sales amount, and let's go to, because we need it by day. So we'll go to our time, then we'll go to our day. So 31 sales amount by time date. Let me see if I'm using the right one. So I'm going to the 1, the 2, the 3. So we go back to our daily targets. Then we see our day, our date. This is our day. So let me put date and let me see. This is December. This is no. We have so many data here, so I have to see which one we actually used. So we have pizza, so we have date hierarchy, so we have no. So we have our day. So this one should give us day 1 to 15. So that means we have to make this longer. Day 1 to 16, day 2 to 16. So this is actually what we want to use, but we are having, because we have to make it longer. Don't worry, we'll find a way of going about that. So let's move this one here, and let's also move this one closer to this, and let's have our this here. So good. We want the system to show. Good as well. So we remove this so it will show. Don't worry. First of all, the first thing I would like us to do is let's go to format, and let's begin to remove y-axis and x-axis. First of all, we don't need anything about the y-axis, so let's remove it so you can see everything open. So that's good. And then the next thing we are going to do is we don't need this for the x-axis, so we can actually also reduce this a bit. That's good. Then we can see how the sales move now. Then we go to the x-axis. We don't want the title and the value. We have to, the value is good in the black, so we don't have to change anything there. Then we go to our title. Where is our title? Let's go to our title. Our title value. So we have our title. Yes, it's going to be sales by, or probably 6 by day. Sales trend by day. So we have that. Then we make it centered. Then we make it white. Then we go back to our axis. I should have made it white, the value. So we make it white as well. Then the next thing we do is, before any other thing, we go to size and style. We remove the background. So you can see what we're having now. Then we go to our border and we on it. Then we make it white. Then we close this back. Then we put in our shadow. Then we are going to remove these grid lines, so we don't need it. So let's move forward. We can close this as well. So we move down, value, move down, we move down. Then we go to grid. These are the grid lines. So we go, and in the grid line we have a vertical. So we are going to remove the vertical. Then the next thing is we are going to put our, we are going to put data label, and we are going to the value of the data label, and we are going to make them white as well. So we make it white. So we have it what they says on each day. I think that's good. Then the next thing we are going to do is we are going to put a marker. So let's close this. Let's close this and let's go to what we call marker. So we come up here, then we go to marker, then we switch it on. Let's switch it on. We have it on already. Then we are going to change the color to red. You know, this thing is many, so sometimes you just open one and it's throw up. So we are going to make it, to change this to this color. Very good. Then the next thing we are going to do, which not necessarily, but let's try it and let's see what will happen. I'm thinking about using what we call, we use marker. So I want to see shade area, and let's see what will happen. So because we use a shade area in part 2, so I'm not thinking that, let me see, do we use a shade area in part 2? If we did, so definitely we don't have to use a shade area in part 1. So otherwise we do order by month. So in case of this, we are just going to use our line alone, so we don't need the shade area. So you can see what we have. So we can see what they have by this. So let's click this out. Let's check this out. So we have this, have to put this back. Let's have it here. So we can actually rearrange this. So we have this, and we can see what we have, the 4, the 5, and this is how it's really work. So the next thing we are going to do, let me click out of it. I don't know why my mouse is moving around. So we have this here. So, and we are going to save this work. And the next thing we are going to have is they want to see sales amount by target day. So we have the target here. Let's go back up. There is a target. It is daily target. So we have, this is the day and this is the target. And they want to see the sales amount by the target, what they sell and what the target is. I think this is somehow tutorial. So let's break this down a bit. So that's good. So we have it. Then we are going to pick this I'm going to pick this. Then what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to copy, then I will use it. So I pick this, then I bring it down here. So I'm going to make it this, and I'm going to reduce it a bit. I'm going to remove everything here, and I'm going to turn it to what I have here. Then I'm going to have the targets with it. So we have sales amount, target, then we have to have our day. So we have our day. So exactly, this is what we want, but I'm not going to use what we call, I'm not going to use the detail label. So let me remove the detail label, and let's go to format. We have the format here, and let's go to the format. Then from the format, the detail label, let me have it. We don't want the detail label, and let me go to the legend straight. The legend, I'm going to have the title, then that's it. Then I'm going to change every other thing there. So I'm going to have sales, rename it as sales. I'm going to rename this as sales. Then I'm going to click enter. Then I'm going to rename this as target. Then I'm going to click enter as well. Then I'm going to change it to white. So let's go to text. Then let's have it as white. Let me see, so perfectly done. So you can see what we have. This is our target. Let me click out of it. So let's see what we have. You can see we're day 12. This is the sales amount, 15,444, and this is the target, 13,900. So they beat the target. You can see in the 13, this is the sales amount, and this is the target. So they beat sales, target, sales, 13,000, target. Some days they couldn't meet up with this. This is the sales, the 3, this is the target, this is the target. So some days they couldn't meet up with the target, some days they beat the target. That is how business is. So we are going to let them know. So not every day, as days that the target was, they beat the target, and some days they couldn't meet up to the target. So this is what we are going to let them know. So we'll come down here. I want to change the title to sales versus target by day. So this is going to be sales versus target by day, so they can see. Now I want to see if we can actually add our data label, but it will be too cumbersome. Let me try. It will be too cumbersome. Let's go to, this is our data label. Let's go to, probably we can find a way we can manage it, otherwise we are going to remove it. So we go to the value, and let's see, before the value, let's go to the position auto, and let's see if you can put it inside center. It can't work. Inside center can't work because, let's see, outside hand, because we have to, that means we have to expand this for us to see. And I wouldn't want to do that. Label density, let's go to column, and let's go to transparency. So let's go to layout. Let me see. So there's no how. No, it doesn't really make sense. It doesn't really make sense. So let me see here. I think it's good like this. So, but we can't use data label. We can't use data label. So we remove. Where is the data label? So let's move down to the field of the data label. So we remove the data label. So the last but not the least, they want to see in the report, in the first report. I'm going to copy this as well. I'm going to paste. So the first thing they want to see in the first report is they want to, they like the pizza type by sales amount. So we are going to remove there. We are going to remove target. This is amount. Then we'll go to pizza type. This is pizza. Sales target of pizza. And let's go to the pizza type. So we have the pizza type. So you can see we have a lot of pizza type. A lot and a lot. So we are going to move this up a bit. We have a lot of pizza type. A lot. We have hot pepper. We have. So for us to actually see this, we have to move this up. Let's move this up a bit. Let's move this up a bit as well. Let's move this up a bit, and let's let this be closer to here a bit, and let this be closer to here a bit. So this is going to be up, so that we can see what we have there. So this is going to be up. So this is what we have here. So we can see sales. This is going to be sales amount. Pizza type by sales amount. So we are going to have pizza type. Pizza type by sales amount. So we have this pizza type by sales amount. So we are going to put the label for this. So we can actually use the label. Let's use our label. Data label. Then we are going to, let me go to the layout. Let me see. So let me see again. Inside, let's see, position, outside hand will give us the best thing to do. So we have this, and I'm going to reduce this a bit. So that is actually good. Or should we just that's good. That's good. Then we can just move this up a bit. That's good. So we have this. This is going to be pizza type hot pepper faced. So we have come to the end of the part one. As you can see, this is what they need. So they need sales by target, sales versus target by day, so for them to see which day did they meet up to the target, which day would they not meet up to the target. This is how to analyze your data we're going to save. So they have the instruction given, and we have to follow by doing the instruction. They want to see the total sales, they want to see price, they want to see target. This target should be currency. So let's go back to our table and let's go to the daily target. Let's go to the daily target table and let's have this as. So we have this here. Let's wait. Then we go back to the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to copy the title and I'm going to paste it. So we are done with the first one. So we have the target and done. So we come back here. I'm going to make some copy here. No, I'm going to copy the title, then I will come back here to paste. I hope it works. Let me see. It actually worked for me. So we have it here. So this is exactly what we have. Then the last but not the least is we are going to put our filter, and we are going to try our filter. So please, if you find this video interesting, if you find this video useful, please subscribe, please comment, please like, please share, please do whatever you know you can do best to make us encourage those of us that make this video, for some of you to learn. Please try to encourage us by liking our video. Please try to encourage us by commenting. Please try to encourage us by following us, by subscribing to the channel. We really appreciate as many of you that have done that, and we still look forward to more from you guys. So the next thing we are going to do is we are going to have our we're going to have our what we call our slicer. So we have our title here. So I'm thinking if we can reduce this a bit. So we bring that one down a bit. Let's see if there's something we can do about this. I don't want any data here to be lost. I want to see everything. Let's see. It's like we can actually, okay, I think this is good this way, so we can bring this down also a bit. So the reason why I couldn't bring this down is because of the names over there. So, and the next thing is we are going to just bring this down, and that's good. So we are going to have our slicer up there. So we save. So we are going to have the slicer by, first of all, let's pick our slicer. Let's pick this, and we are going to reduce it. We are going to reduce this. We are going to reduce this. So let's see. So we have this. Then we are going to pick, first of all, we want to pick the state. And we are going to come down here, and we are going to look for our state. State, I think the state is the branch. So we have the state. And we're going to make it a drop down. So let's come down here. Let's go to format. And let's make it slicer settings, vertical. Let's make it a drop down list. And what are we going to do is we turn this to white. And we go to the value. And for the value, we are not going to use white. We are going to use something like this, so in order for us to see. So we go to style, remove this background. So we come to put shadow. We also going to make it white. Then the next thing is we close this. Then we have our shadow. In the shadow is our border. So, and then we come down here. First of all, we are going to try this. This is Arizona. We want to see. We want to see. This is Arizona. And this is the manager. The branch manager from Arizona is this. I don't want to. And 39,120. And this is sales by day. You can see. Says by day of what you have. This is the price. This is the, so the target is not really, we don't want to see if you meet up with the target. So this is the target of 193,674. So what is the sales that you made? You made 39. So you couldn't meet up with the target. Oh, so we go to the California, and let's see 37,000. None of them actually meet up. So we see this is 2,000, the 10, and the target is 15,000. They don't meet up with the target. Oh, so this is also 3,000, the 3 sales, and the target is 16,000. They couldn't meet up with the target. And this is a month, 2,000. 20 cents and the target is 14,000. So most of them couldn't meet up with the target. Oh, because of this, I think we should find a way of putting this somewhere here so that it will not block. And we want to say the quantity of pizza is sold from the Arizona. Quantity 1033. 1033 pizza, and it has a sales of 39,000 and you have to meet a target. But one thing we just have to ask them, is this target a daily target or a monthly target or a yearly target? So we have to ask them. So we come to this are the pizza by sales a month. This is what they sell on each one. So we come to the end of the part one, report one. Then the next video we are going to be talking about the report 2. So let me close this. We're going to talk about the report 2 where we are going to be analyzing the data as well. And if we have anything to do in our Power Query, we go to transform data and go there to do it. I believe you've learned something from this tutorial. Please, if you find this video useful, if you find this video interesting, please subscribe, please like, please share, please comment. This will encourage us to do more of this for you. So we look up to the report 2 of our sales delicious pizza analysis. So we are going to have let me just have to report 2. Let me just put it as report 2 and then we are good to go for the report 2. But for the report 1, we are already done for the report 1. So you can see the purpose of using multi-row tag rather than use single, have everything in one place. So I might be using this often now than the normal card that I'm using. So thank you once again for taking this wonderful ride with me. See you in the second part, which is the report 2.